Sumit Peer, were we expecting Kamala Harris, Nikki Haley, Sundar Pichai, Satya Nadella, even Kash Patel to make a statement? And if so, I think we would be very naive to expect any kind of a statement from them because they may look like us, but they're not Indians anymore.
Vinny, thank you for having me on your show. I think you beautifully put it, and so is Ambassador Ma'am. Look, there are three sides of the problem. Let me try to get all the three sides. The first problem is that in America, it is kind of deteriorating of Charles Kirk's murder and the number of guns sold, which is 2 times to 3 times the population. You know, the mass shootings. Highest number of murders happen in Washington, D.C., as we know. Right? Imagine the highest number of murders happening in Shantipat. The world will be jumping mad. There was a Nirbhaya rape, and everybody was calling me, "Is it safe to come to India? Do you rape women in the broad daylight?" I mean, ask these questions. I'm talking to you direct. So, I mean, nobody seems to talk about it. That's the point number one. This menace, the lobbies which control everything there, lobbies determine everything. That's point number one, we need. The second point is that, what are we looking here at, sir? We are looking here at a demon which is being created. Look, two people can get into argument. I mean, this man was working for Mr. Chandra, God bless his soul. Now, a washing machine argument got him to find a machete, hit him 55, chop his head, play a football and put it on a dumper in front of his wife and son. Why did it happen? Because look, there is hatred which is brewed against Indians by this Donald Trump government. If you say we are the laundromat of Russia, it is because of Indian money people are getting killed. We are those blood-sucking vampires. We take your jobs. H1B is a scam. You should not employ Indians. What kind of a response is people getting on the ground? We are seen as those Osama bin Ladens walking possibly. Look, in North Hollywood, a 1-6 gentleman, 79-year-old gets hit by those god sticks. And LAPD says it's not a hate crime, वो तो बस ऐसे ही कुछ ने मार दिया. 79-year-old Sikh gentleman, because he looks Sikh, he looks Indian. I mean, there have been so many racial crimes have happened. We have discussed how women were treated of Indian origin and all. The problem is if the Shashan Prashashan, Donald Trump administration is trying to demonize and victimize and profile a hard-working group of individuals, that is where the problem comes. Now, the common man on the ground who doesn't understand geopolitics, says, "Ha, ye Indian hai. He's like a blood-sucking vampire. If I even whatever I want to do with him, it's okay." That hatred has brewed into the system, which is a response for that. And part number three, we need the most important thing. I mean, come on, sir. Forget Sundar Pichai, forget Satya Nadella, forget, Nikki Haley, forget Ram Vivek, forget Kamala Harris or Mrs. Usha Wells. All of them are Americans, भैया. काहे को passport पे चिड़िया बनी है, वो उड़ने वाली चीगल. That is the reality of life. आपके पे नहीं बनी है. So they are more loyal to that. So you be loyal to Ashoka Chakra, I be loyal to Ashoka Chakra, and rightfully so, and gratefully so. And they are loyal to the eagle. They are loyal to that eagle. I mean, that is what it is. We may not like it, we may say whatever we want to say, but that is the reality. None of them opened a mouth. None of them is there willing to talk a thing. And when you are in the corporate world, Vineet, it's all about money, it's all about profit, it's about how do you meet the next quarter numbers, and it is not about anything else. And I don't want to bring it up. How many of these people contributed how much to the Prime Minister's relief fund in COVID? And all of them, people are billionaires. They could have contributed $1 billion each. How much was received by these eminent Indians, so-called? Nothing. I mean, you can have Indian origin roots and all whenever it's convenient. Whenever you want to meet a Modi ji, then you say, I'm from Chennai, sir. I'm from Madras, sir. I'm from Tamil Nadu, sir. I'm from Punjab, sir. I'm from Delhi, sir. Then your Indian roots come into origin. But when it comes to talk for Indians, when people are saying H1B is a scam, you don't open your mouth. When you are saying these Indians are blood-sucking vampires, when you are saying this is a scam, when you are saying these Indians come and take your jobs, when you say don't employ Indians in your companies, you are saying stop our students, don't give them visas, don't give them things, you don't seem to be bothered. Your Peter Navarro is calling all kinds and types of names for our Prime Minister, insulting 1.4 billion people country, and you are silent. You have nothing to do with Navarro. It's your and my job to shout him out. But the problem is that where does your Indianness go then? Why don't you speak then? Why doesn't your motherland bother you? The question is, if you are Americans, let you be Americans, we have no problem. But what Ambassador Ma'am rightly said, let's not live in this La La Land. Let's not live in the Alice in Wonderland. Bhai, jo satya hai, wo hai. Whatever is the reality is, and let's reconcile with it. We are competent to fight our battles with or without Mr. Satya Nadella for example. It doesn't matter what he or she thinks, but we can fight our battles. And this man who was killed is a brother Indian. He was killed because Mr. You, Donald Trump, your people, you are all cadre of ministers have demonized Indians. You have given us name of blood-sucking vampires. You're telling we are scamsters. We are depriving Canada. We have swindled over trillions of dollars from Canada, from America. That is what you told us. And that hatred, that artificially manifested hatred, when it hits the ground, somebody picks up a machete and starts chopping out somebody's head. They usually, we need, if you have arguments like this, you've lived there, I have lived with. How many people do people take out a machete? I have heard of guns in America. I've seen guns going up in America, but this is a Talibani style killing. This looked to me as Afghanistan or maybe something like that. So where did this happen in America? Look, the quantum of hatred. By football khel raha. He's playing football with it and putting on a dumper in front of his wife and son. What kind of a barbarism are we talking about? See the quantum of hatred in the hearts and minds, what has been pushed in artificially. Now will Trump and his administration come and apologize? Charles Crick happened, we all are sorry for him. But when Chandra happens, nobody is bothered. Nobody is sorry for him. Nobody wants to talk because Chandra's color was brown. It was not white. भाई ये बुरे बाल नहीं थे, हरी आंखें नहीं थे. Will the color of skin, the color of your hair and color of your eyes determine what you are and what you are worth? That is the question which we must ask.